Hey, my name's Joe, and this is the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart. So everyone, this is obviously a huge pop culture icon. Everyone loves playing Mario Kart, and then Rainbow Road is definitely one of the ones that stands out the most.
For the wrong reasons, usually.
Yeah, I mean, if you fall off, it is what it is. I know playing a course on Rainbow Road, sometimes if my wife and I have an argument, we're like, you know what, we need to take this to Mario Kart, and we're gonna see who falls off Rainbow Road. So, but yeah, super fun build. It's really just a giant treadmill, nothing too crazy. The skateboard actually has 16 wheels on the inside. So there's four axles, and then each axle has four of the sprocket wheels that drive the whole thing. And then they're fastened with the half pin, half axle. And then on the 2x2 rounds, the plating is actually, it's 3 plates thick. And then trying to get all the tile from Bricklink took forever because the greens and the blues, some of them are really hard to get in large quantities. So the mechanics and stuff was easy, but sitting there and tiling, I felt like I was just building a mosaic that never ends. But luckily I could turn it on and then move it and tile it. So, and then for the full self-driving mode, it's pretty simple. There's actually just a universal joint that runs. There's a motor with a chain. It turns an axle with the universal joint. That way I could get the steering wheel up so it looks a little bit more, like a normal steering wheel. And it's using my favorite part, the curved gear rack. Definitely one of the most universal elements ever. I always love using it. This time it's actually not mechanical, it's just for aesthetics. And then of course I wanted to make sure we're pushing this Mario Kart to the max, so everything is redlining. But so far he's doing fine. There is a key with a little keychain as well. And then we made sure if you didn't know what it was, we spelled it out at the bottom. So, and then in case you do fall off the Rainbow Road, we've got our little guy up here who can come pick you up if need be.
Yeah, such a fun display here, and I think there is a drivable mode too, right, where the public can interact with it.
Yeah, so when I turn the motor off, you actually can just drive it itself. I usually keep it on full self-driving mode because the kids get really excited, and again, they don't all have their driver's licenses, so they get a little bit intense with it. But yeah, it is fully playable, which is tons of fun. The other tough part I forgot to mention is because the Rainbow Road is, it's made of light, but this actual Lego version, since it's so heavy to spin, it uses 4 angular motors in order to make sure that it has enough torque to go around, but also not too fast because otherwise the Rainbow Road will fly off the table and then accidentally hit a kid. We don't want that to happen. So
with a build like this, what are the biggest struggles in terms of kind of having this at a convention and keeping it going, just making sure it stays running?
It's really you just have to massage it a lot. So the panels, they do get loose over time. So I just have to make sure I have to repress all the panels back on every once in a while. And then, luckily, some of this I actually run the Technic hubs. I use dummy batteries in order to make it so I can plug some of it in. Some of it I have to run on batteries, but it's nice to have that AC/DC inverter so that way I can just plug and go. The funny thing about the Rainbow Road skateboard, that thing's actually pretty solid. It's been dropped twice, and it's super sturdy. It's actually the strongest part of the build. And so luckily, worst case scenarios, even when the axles start to grind down, because it's just in a giant skateboard, it's really easy to pop them in and out. So it's not too bad. It's pretty easy to maintain overall.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking us through the build here. The level of movement and just the colors with the Rainbow Road are super fun. Do you think you'd build kind of more Mario levels or more of these types of kind of super interactive Mario builds?
I really love Mario. I might expand this build a little bit by I do want to get a cabinet going. I just have to make sure I find sleep time as well in between the building. I don't know if I'll do a specific Mario. My son's in love with Sonic. And so I am starting to plan a slightly interactive Sonic kind of GBC style machine that I might start working on later in the future. So yeah, definitely check back in, and we'll see if we can get we'll see if we can get Sonic up and running in the future. So
for people who want to follow your work and see more of it, where are you active online? Where can they check that out?
Oh yeah, so I'm on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and you can find me at my handle AVG Joe Tinkering or Average Joe Tinkering. As you can see on my holographic stickers here, if you come see me in person, you're guaranteed to get a holographic sticker. But yeah, so feel free if you have questions about how stuff works. You're always welcome to reach out to me on Instagram. It's probably the easiest way. Just my goal in the community is just to obviously have maximum fun, but we also want to teach people and help people because a rising tide lifts all boats. So hit me up, and I'd love to help you get to be as awesome as everyone else is. So yeah, everyone keep building, and we'll see you soon on the internet. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you guys.